I love the drama. Playful and cheeky. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I'm a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And today I am returning back to a singer that I haven't reacted to in a very long time. This will be DianaAnkudinova and Irina Dubtsova, someone who I haven't reacted to at all, but this will be their duet of The Show Must Go On the show Duets. Conveniently. I'm excited to hear this duet version of The Show Must Go On, but as always, let me remind you that this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. If you find that I'm pausing too much for you and talking a little bit too much for you, you have been warned, so you know what? I have warned you. But if you feel like it's a bit too much, feel free to click off, that's fine. I have, as always, left the link to the original video in the description below, so do go and check that out. You can also find the link to my Patreon page in the description below, so if you do enjoy what I'm doing over there, then please do go and check that out. And before we get to the main part of the video, I just want to remind you that we are working on a full album. You can find the link to our GoFundMe page in the description below as well, so if you are in a position to support some more, then please do consider doing that. You may get some goodies along the way, so that is very exciting. But otherwise, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to it. Suit, love it. Oh. Look at that. The theatrics.
Empty spaces, what I will leaving for. Mountains, places. I guess we know the sky.
Oh, just instantly, just listen. Okay, as we continue this, because I'm sure she's going to keep doing this, listen to the swells and dynamics in her voice, like not just through the phrasing and through the lines, but like on individual words. That's so interesting. And obviously we've got her like really unique kind of dark, open space of a sound, which is just so like unique. Oh, it's so interesting. It's so like just like how I'm achieving that is lowering the larynx and kind of dropping down the tongue as well. This is her normal state though. So she has that space already. Yes, she might be doing that a little bit more, but anyway, listen for those swells because yum.
What I will leaving for. Mountains, places. I guess we know the sky.
No. And as she's like, sorry, as she's swelling, she is kind of going through the diphthong. No, 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 the score. But that one, she's kind of not. So she's playing with closing on the diphthongs and then leaving it open. I know there's a lot to like talk about already. Plus, I love this colour of a suit. That's all.
Places, I guess we know the sky. Does anybody know what we are looking for?
Oh, it's just so open. I love it. Notice there are some like aspirate onsets as well. On and on, not on and on. Like a glottal onset, which would be normal for an on word. On and on. So she's creating this kind of swell with that added of the aspirate onset there as well. There's kind of breath undertones throughout her phrasing as well. Oh, I love it.
The sky, on. Does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero.
Oh, where?
Another mindless crime behind the curtain.
Oh.
In the pantomime.
Oh, so is it like...
Does anybody want to take it anymore?
Oh, okay. I was like, where is she? Now I think I'm understanding this show. So it's kind of like, does Deanna know who she's duetting with? Or is she also going to be like, the show must go on? This is cool. Very interesting. So even, you know, we haven't seen this person. Obviously, know in the title it's going to be Irina. But vocally, notice how brighter and lifted this sound is compared to Deanna's lower kind of tilt kind of in her voice. Very bright. I want to talk, so that's the obvious difference, but I want to talk more about her theatrics within the phrasing and her, what she's choosing to do. So there's kind of like well, okay, there's the lift of the larynx as well that's creating that kind of intense, kind of like direct feel, and it's very pointed. But also it's how she like comes off of the notes. Sometimes she's holding on and sometimes it's like an off. Let's go back to her entrance and we'll listen out for that.
Another hero, another mindless cry.
So there, another my. She's kind of again singing on this and like singing through the diphthong. Mindless crime. Crime is so spoken like and whisper like. She's kind of lost that tone, so the vocal folds aren't connecting all the way when they're vibrating. She's allowing that breath to come through. Another mindless, similar to what Deanna's actually doing, where she's creating dynamics like within a word, and what she's also doing is creating different shapes within her mouth, even though we can't see her, but you can hear, and it's not another mindless, and she stays on that mind. She's like creating this like round and then direct feel. Oh,
another hero, another mindless cry behind the curtain.
And then here, different. So there we had mindless cry, like really swell. Then here, behind the curtain. It like stops. Really cool.
Another mindless cry behind the curtain in the pantomime. Hold the line.
Ooh.
Does anybody want to take it anymore?
Again, we open there. Lovely little run there that we had as well. So I wonder how these two are going to blend, because it's so interesting. They've got two very different vocal qualities. So this is going to be interesting when they come together, which I think is in a moment.
Does anybody want to take it anymore?
Vibrato.
You must go home. You must go home. Yeah. Outside my heart is breaking. No makeup, maybe flicking, but my smile still stays on.
So she hits an A4 up there. This is about the top part of her chest voice, but notice how dark and open the sound is for Deanna still. It's so interesting that she is able to keep this quality up here, which just, you know, if we're putting that quality on, that's where it can feel really like irritated to the vocal folds, because we're kind of like, or the larynx, because we're pushing it down to try and create that dark shape, dark space, or like, yeah, a longer space for that vocal tract so it sounds darker. But if the fact that she's kind of bringing it up here as well, it's so normal to her. So she's not like manipulating it to the sense that it's too different from where she speaks. I mean, she might, you know, it's still very uniquely different, but she is able to keep this quality as she goes up. So interesting. And I think we had Irina on like a higher harmony there, which kind of makes sense with the vocal qualities that we're hearing. Like it's this big yawn kind of sound up there. It's so, it's just so cool. And she's kind of getting, in order to, even though she's got this open kind of space, sometimes we do go into this kind of nasal quality as well, because there has to be something that keeps us brighter and lifted, even though everything's down here. If everything was sung down there, we might have a tendency to fall flat on some words. So we need something that's just going to go, oh, I gotcha, which can be the twang, but also if our soft palate is not lifted and is like lingering down, what's happening is that then not all the way, but in a mid position, then we're going to get some nasal qualities come out. And because the nasal space is a lot smaller than our mouth, it can brighten that as well. So the bigger the vocal tract, the bigger the space, the darker the sound. But if we're going through a smaller space, we can also lift up and brighten that tone. So that's why we're getting a little bit of that kind of quality in there as well. It's on smile. Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'll leave it all to chance.
Oh, is she coming?
Another headache, another fade from us.
Oh. Audience is cheering. She's going to come soon. A flat. So is it what are the lyrics? Let me just check here quickly. Another failed romance. So another fail. If we're singing on the open vowel, A vowel. But here, Irina's actually going another fail. She's kind of keeping it a little bit more smaller. So it's a little bit more, and this is kind of getting to the top part of her chest area as well. That's chest register. Failed romance. So we're aiming for a smaller sound here. This is what feels good for her. Lovely.
Another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody want what we are living for?
She's like, hello, I'm here. Wah. On. Notice on this on, different to Deanna's on. Then she gets very breathy here. We are getting a glottal onset. Uh-oh, let's go back to hear that. And then I love this reveal. Not our placement. A little bit of grit at the end of that as well. I love these kind of glottal vocal fry that she's going onto the notes as well. That we're getting a lot more of a vocal fold closure here as well from Deanna. So we're getting a lot more of a clearer tone rather than the breath kind of coming through. You know, she's getting into this. I love the drama. There's a lovely little cry there as well. B, ever so slightly. Listen to that open what are the words there? Dark. So again, similar to what Irina was doing on the failed, going for a bit more of a smaller rather than failed and go to an open sound. Dark rather than dark. Ironically, because her sound is quite dark, that might be too. She might be bringing, because of her quality, her natural quality. If she just, kind of similar to what I was saying about the nasal quality, if she just makes that space a little bit more smaller, she's able to still get a little bit more brighter. So that's why dark is coming out rather than dark, but with her beautiful, stunning timbre in there. Whoa. I love this grit. I just noticed here quickly, we'll just listen to that again. Show must go on. She kind of goes from an on position. On, maybe it's too heavy. And as we realize, again, going back to that failed note, failed, she wants it a little bit smaller. So, suited her when she was belting there. And then closing it and then getting that lovely distortion.
I can make it to be free. Show must go. The show must go. Yeah. Ooh, inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be thinking that my smile.
Again, she's going straight to these E vowels, not thank, because that might be too much theatre, darling, for this show must go on song. And it's just not her natural style to do that, you know, as we've heard repeatedly in this live performance. She's getting into here. I'm loving the enthusiasm with her points. Like, I know it's a lot that's going on and she's really going for it, but what that is showing is that she's listening to her body, and she feels it. It doesn't seem unnatural, but also by doing so, we're engaging our core because we're moving our body. So and she's doing it on these higher notes as well when she's belting up there. Lovely. I don't think she was on the harmony before, actually, you know. Oh, different. Smile, not smile. Which maybe is what she would, if she would have followed the rules that she set herself earlier. But this is the thing with singing. We can change it up depending on what we feel like. Because, one, it's live, so she can do whatever she wants. And two, we are our own singers. And there's probably way more points there. But anyway, smile, smile. Lovely and relaxed. Yeah, go up to D5 there. Go on, girl. I think that's just like an expression. I don't know if she's saying yeah. It's just like a letting it be free. Yeah. But notice how it's a little bit thinner up there. Still very chest dominant though. She's beautifully in a chest dominant mix. Love. Oh, so we grab hold of that D5 that Irina's just done, and Deanna goes for a lovely head voice here, showcasing this lovely soft quality of hers. Go on, guitar.
My soul is painted like the window butterfly.
Go on.
Fairy tales of yesterday will grow but never die.
I love draw but never die. No, I love the narrow of the vowels that beginning with Irina. But also this part from Deanna that we had just there, that was so lovely. Again, still maintaining this sound that we and the vocal timbre that we know from her, but it just seems so connected. It's so lovely.
Like the window butterfly. Fairy tales of yesterday will grow but never die. I can fly, my friend. Show us the world. Yeah. Show us the world.
Why would you put an advert there? I don't understand adverts sometimes. Really lovely chest dominant belt there from Deanna. Lovely B4. And note we're getting a little bit of like a again, she's keeping that dark timbre, but something has to just get a little bit of a brightening ping tool for her. And that's a little bit of that twang there. Oh, I need to watch that advert. Yeah, she kind of goes, yeah, and travels up there, but there's a bright, like, kind of ping there. And that cry after. Oh! Oh, she didn't know. What's going on? Oh, that's exciting. So did they not know? Because it looked like she was kind of like, oh, maybe she did. I don't know. I'm not, I don't, I can't tell. Really cool. But like that eye contact, so lovely. And we get like lovely, where am I from? Lovely, breathy kind of throwaways. Just like, oh, just, it's kind of like a nice reset for the vocals. Oh, I love, sorry, just quickly. Stays on. Like, we're not getting pure vowels in this. Every so often we are, like we did with Irina there. And that, yeah, kind of that we got there earlier from Deanna as well. But otherwise we're going for, it's very, like, playful and cheeky. Woo! Oh, that's cute. But let's keep singing. Quick. Okay, before we get into this end part. Oh, and so here we are, lovely and open. Because, we're holding on to it a little bit more. On with the would be weird. On with the and we've got that natural kind of moan quality feel here as well. Really lovely. So we're staying open. There was another thing that I wanted to say. I love it. her cries in her voice. That's what I was going to say, Deanna. It's lovely. Lovely. Right, so we get, sorry, drum, I didn't get you finished, but we'll finish in a bit. We get a lovely chest dominant belt from Irina here on that C sharp 5. Really lovely. Notice again, it's, well, no, not again. Now it's sha. It's a lot more of an aval. Sha. As we're going higher. So we are just opening that sound a little bit more to invite a lot more of that chest dominant connection. Deanna beautifully switches up to her head voice, just offering that kind of different in tone from that thick fold full belt, and then beautiful lovely head voice tones. Really lovely pair. Oh, I loved that. What a fun little... So cool, so cool. I loved that kind of concept of a duet show. And both of them, like I said, it was interesting to hear two very different qualities. And it's just interesting every time Deanna like collabs or does a duet with someone, because she is so unique. And, you know, I wonder if has she found someone that sounds like a remote, like just a little bit similar to her. I don't know, but this is like so different. It's just so lovely to hear those two voices work together. I really like that. Well, that was a lot of fun jumping back to Deanna and obviously being introduced to Irina. What a fab duet of The Show Must Go On. It was really lovely hearing those two different qualities sing together. Thank you so much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Do go over and check me out on Patreon as well. And remember, the GoFundMe page link can also be found in the description below. I will see you very soon.